If you want to see step by step how I created this look, then stick around. Hi there, it's Hélène and welcome back, or if it's your first time here, welcome to HMM Makeup or Makeup. I am still playing with the I Rest You palette from Violet Voss, really enjoying it, and today I just came up with a brown look using the last row in the palette. Let me show you what it looks like if you haven't seen it yet. And here we go. This is the palette. And I focused on these shadows for today's look, and I really enjoy it. So I plan on doing the same look on the other side if you want to follow along. And I just used mostly fluffy brushes for the look, other than getting into the inner lid and packing on a little bit on the outer lid. So let's get right into it. And I'm going to go into Warm and Rusty in the crease using this fluffy brush. So getting right into Warm and Rusty. And these shadows are really easy to deal with. Going in for a little bit more. And I'll be quickly switching over to the deeper brown that is also in that same row. And going right onto the inner lid with what's left on the brush. I always love to do that. And we went just a little bit higher. And that is a good start for the brown. Okay, lighter brown is done. This is the color I was just using, and we're going to go into this one, Rust No One, to go and deepen up the outer corner and outer lid and kind of about halfway. If I look at the other eye, it's about halfway in. And I'm going to use the same brush, but with that deeper Rust No One. And let's just see how that goes. Probably going to use the mirror on the palette for a second here. Just into the crease, tapping on the outer edge. And let's see how that looks. It looks pretty good to me. And I'm going to use a fluffier brush just to soften up the transition from that deeper shadow into what else is in the crease. So that is what that looks like. Just going to go in a little bit more. Okay, that should do it. And I'm going to bring that deep brown onto the lower lid, as you can see here. And for that, I'm going to use this angled brush, just making sure I put it on the correct side. It does not take very long to apply on such a small area of the eye. And I'm going to go in one more time, just to make sure it's the same as the other side. All right, and I think that's looking pretty good. I'm happy with it, and I think it looks a little bit deeper because there's a bit of mascara on the bottom of that eye, obviously. And I think we're ready to go, the royal we, are ready to go in with the final colors, which are going to be on the lid. I'm just realizing it was a little patchy on this side. All right, so for the lid, I have two eyeshadows on the lid, and it's the two shimmers on the lower, the bottom row, which is this one and this one. So this is going to be outer lid, this is going to be inner to 2/3 of the lid. And so we're talking about the light one being called Very Rustic and the deeper one called Burnt Copper. And I think I'm going to start with the Burnt Copper. And I'm going to use this packer brush from Smashbox to go into the Burnt Copper, which is the deeper one of the two. And it's pretty much outer third to half of the lid that I'm going with this one. And I'll use the fluffy brush to fix the crease in a little bit. Just add in a little bit more. It's a really good match with the crease color, so that makes it easy. And I'm going to go in with the fluffy brush and just blend that a little bit. Okay, and now I'm going to go in with my multitasker brush and get into the inner to about 2/3 of the lid. And here is my trusty multitasker, and going into Very Rustic, this one right here. And it is one of the lighter shimmers in the palette. And right to the inner part of the lid. It's a very flattering color. I'm quite happy that I'm using it today. And I'm going with a very neutral, safe look today because I have a job interview. And I want to make sure that I don't go overboard, but still give you a nice makeup look as well. So I'm going as sultry as I can while remaining appropriate for work. That should be it for that. And I'm noticing that I have a little bit of a missing bit of color on this side, so I might as well address it at the same time while I'm still using the same color. And just one more pass on this side. There. Okay. I'm happy with that. So the only thing that I'm missing on this side is mascara and liner. So I'll do that on camera with you for this side. And so I'm giving you an office appropriate look today, and I plan on doing, for the next look, I plan on doing a full glam with the Iris 2 palette. So if you want to see a va-va-voom look, the next one is going to be exactly that. But for now, we're going to finish this one. And I am going to use, obviously, the same thing as I used on this eye. So I'm going to use the Makeup Forever Aqua Resist Graphic Pen from Makeup Forever and the Perversion Mascara from Urban Decay. I've been enjoying using those products with the previous Violet Voss look, so I figure I would do the same. And I'm just going to use the palette's mirror to do the liner here. Okay. And I'm not doing a wing, I'm just going over the lash line. Okay, we're done with this one and onto the mascara. And I'll use I think I'll use just the mirror under the camera because I don't need to be up close to do mascara. I am getting reacquainted with the Perversion mascara, and I don't mind it at all. I like the brush. It's very volumizing, but without being, you know, spider lashes. Okay, so that is basically me replicating the look that I created this morning on this eye. And I think they're pretty even. Of course, I mean, it's always siblings, not always twins when we're doing eye makeup, but I think that it's pretty darned, they're pretty darned even for having done them separately. I'm really happy with the bottom row of Violet Voss. I think that this is a very, very approachable, it's sultry, but it's definitely work appropriate. I'm happy with it. If you're wondering what lip I'm using, it's actually a lip product from this palette that I'm trying to pan for the Partners in Cream project. And I used this first color right here. And I think you can see how it would really work well with the look. Obviously, I'm wearing it on my lips, so you can see that it definitely matches. And for my blush, I just did a video recently trying 8 new products in my collection I hadn't used yet. I'll put that video right there. And I am a big fan. After that video, I really enjoyed using this blush, and I am using it again today. And I think that this kind of color with browns was a good choice, and I really like the way my blush is looking today. So that's that last little bit that I wanted to share with you. My brows are done with the Makeup Forever little brow box that I have, along with the Tartiste Brow Freeze, I think it's called. What's it called? The Tartiste Brow Gel. And so that's the only thing I think that I needed to mention. And my foundation right now is a concoction of samples, so there's no point in telling you what I was using because it's just a hodgepodge that just matches my skin. I'm done. I will stop talking. I think that you have a good idea of how I came up with the look, hopefully. If you have any questions, of course, you can leave a comment. I'm happy to answer. And thank you so much for watching. That's all I have left to say. I appreciate you coming for a visit every single time. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one. But for now, as always, take care.